Greetings, traveler.
So, we are gonna jump into a Beater Babbit game. Let's have a look here. Alright, we're watching a Beater Babbit audience choice game. We got ourselves Beast, Dragon, Ellie, Pirate, and Quillbore. Brann in the Beast lobby is quite nice because of Rylak. Beater agrees. You also have Ellie's, which is a huge upside for Brann. You have you have the rerolls, you have the Tavern Tempests. There's also just like playing elementals, which means you have the guy that makes the arcane absorption. You have the guy that makes the tier 5 elemental fiery guy that gives you the buffs. Like, it's a lot of cool stuff. All right, so we got a battle cry on turn 1. We're also fighting Cenarius. Cenarius, super nice. Right, audience choice. Holy. Okay, so we have a low buddy on turn 1. So low buddy gives you a golden triple instead of a regular triple. So whenever... Oh, he's already got Rylak. Yeah. Dude, this is disgusting, bro. Wait, can he have Brann already? He's not gonna have Brann, right? Alright. Wait, cycling Busker when you're about to get Rylak? He's going for the elemental buffs or what? Huh. Ooh. Really? I kind of love the Busker when you have the Rylak, right? Get the money. But maybe he wants the elemental buffs. There's more battle cries. Yeah, he can legitimately have Brann Rylak on turn 3. That's exactly what he's gonna do. That's gotta be some kind of world record, Chad. Turn 3, his board is full and he has Brann Rylak. But I genuinely think we made a small error here in selling the Busker, because imagine if you have a Busker next to this Rylak instead of gems. You'd be gaining 2 gold per fight, right? That's kind of obscene. Okay. Then we get a podcast. I used to have a podcast with Educated Collins, but it was like 100% Battlegrounds dedicated, but just couldn't really spend enough time on that and do all the other content. So the podcast, we did it for years, right? But it just didn't really grow. We didn't really, because neither of us had the time and resources to really make it flourish, unfortunately. All right, so the Busker did come back. That is nice. I am interested in that. I wonder if he's trying to farm a triple here or something, because tripling is very good. There's a poet in his hand. That's not really great here. What's a 5/5 minion? That is the low buddy. So if he has a triple, it will be a golden instead of a regular version. He's actually gonna farm the triple on tier 1. No, he's already leveled. He's already leveled. Another Busker. Another Huffer. That's a fun reference for... It's that Smork song, right? Miro Misha? No, another Huffer. Yep. It's one of the first, I would say, because we were talking earlier, right? Like, our Hearthstone players don't have any culture. There's definitely like a lot of Hearthstone lore and culture stuff, like the Smork song, which was super, super fun. He's gonna pick it up now. Okay. Does he need the gold next turn? Okay. Yeah, we're going for big money next turn. I also like the second Busker next to Rylak, just in case the Rylak somehow survives attacking into like a cheap taunt or something. That way, if the Busker dies, you have this backup Busker giving you some money. You love watching this anomaly because crazy stuff can happen. Yeah, exactly. It's audience choice, right? It's a very fun one. Okay, we get the tie. That's great. So level scouts. Get the triple. But what do you sell here? Ugh. Yeah, I don't love that. Alright. He sold one of his Battlecry pairs to hit the better Battlecry pair, but we missed, unfortunately. Okay, he still gets to level to tier 4 on turn 5. That is still good pace, I would say. Although I will say in the audience choice anomaly, where you're guaranteed to get resources every turn, it's pretty much implied that you're at least tier 4 on this turn. Get ourselves a big Brann here due to all those gems we've been putting on. Yeah, the temperature's a lot better today. It's nice. It's still hot, but not as brutal as the last few days. Ooh, we got a Tiger Shark. Tiger Shark is a better Rylak target because you are getting a gold just like the Busker. Only the gold, the minion you're getting, might be a Macaw, it might be another Rylak, so might be a Reborn. He's looking at the Pirate for some stat gain here. I might just take a Pirate every turn from this trinket. I could also take Model. I mean, I don't think I want Grifter because I feel like we want to play around. Yeah, I like Model Globe as well because 0 gold. Because I think you kind of want to tier and get the Tiger Shark down. So that'd be a cool way to do that. Gets to switch his hero power. Ooh, I like Cindy, right? Syndragosa on turn 6 when you already have Brann. Syndragosa basically, it makes all the battle cries cost 1 gold. So once you have a Brann, it's phenomenal. All right, this is great. He levels first, so it puts tier 5 beasts in the pool, but I don't know if you actually want tier 5 beasts. I think I would prefer to get Macaw, Reborn, another Rylak. So I don't actually think we want tier 5 beasts. He's gonna keep his pair because there's a big upside to hitting here. Caligos would stabilize him, and he is gonna freeze automatically, but because you are Brann, you are Cindy, it's very easy to cycle stuff. Okay, he gets to go first. That is nice. Extra value from his Rylak. Otherwise, it would have just died. Man, he needs a big turn here. We've been trying to get this low buddy value. But once he does, he has a golden 6-drop, and your game can go very fast all of a sudden with a golden 6-drop. Also, he is Syndragosa with a Brann, so things could go very fast regardless. He could have some very long turns here if he gets to right battle cries in the shop. All right. No Cali. Not interested. Wants the big payoff. Wants the triple. Wants the golden Brann, I presume. All right, a triple, we'll take it. I think you can sell the pirate pair then to play the Forest Rovers first to get some extra Beetle value. Peter agrees. That's nice. Oh, he wants to farm up Leviathan slightly. Oh, okay. A little bit of Leviathan buffing here. Golden Shimmermoth when you already have a Rylak seems really good. You could also do Evoker, but I think the Shimmermoth is probably the clear choice here. That's also going to give him another discovery. So we are definitely interested in the Fellhorn. Want the Reborn. The Battlecry is great. Battlecry makes money here. Normally it just breaks even when you cycle that with Brann, but it makes money because you're Syndragosa. Surf and Surf is an extra beast for the Leviathan. Yeah, you gotta cast these spells, otherwise they're stuck in your hand. The Dragon is very nice. He's got that triple in his hand, which will give him another 6-drop. Gets to discover the Battlecry for the Fellhorn. Don't forget to play the oil, very important. Okay, he's gonna hold the discovery here. I wonder the next triple you could keep it and repeat it. Oh, of course, yeah, that's what he's doing. Yeah. That's why he wasn't really in a fuss. He wasn't really in a rush to play his Shimmermoth because he knew he was gonna hold the triple anyway. That makes complete sense. Just gonna chain triple. I mean, it's all about how comfortable you are. If you are comfortable, then you can keep that low buddy for another 3 or 4 turns. But then again, it depends on when he finds the second moth, because once you have second golden moth, I don't think the low buddy serves much of a purpose anymore, because you are tripling into 6s. The only 6 you really want from this spot is moth, maybe panther, right? Golden panther. Okay, picks moth from his trinkets. Doesn't get it here. Greymane is nice, I would say. It's a lot of stats on his moth. So I can see him holding the discovery from the Greymane and his low buddy for 1 more turn. Finds a Reborn, that is nice. I think you get rid of the Leviathan. I do not think we need Leviathan. We'll get rid of the low buddy, okay. So does not want to try and get that second golden moth. Another gray man. Another huffer. Okay, he's not gonna do it. He wants to keep the tiger shark right now. Another macaw and Titus. I guess the tiger shark is also how he can farm the thing, right? The Fellhorn. Yeah, it is a very fun turn. There's a Fellhorn, there's a Fellhorn. Okay. Yeet. Easy yeet. Time to get rid of our Greymane. Missed a small buff here, but I guess that's fine. Oh, is he not gonna play the moth? Maybe he's not. No, he is. Okay. You're a little bit board locked here, so I can see why he's hesitant. Time to farm spell power, go back to back. Nah, you have golden moth. The game will go too fast for back to back. Other people are also getting golden triples, right? So it's not a... I would much rather commit to the moth here. All right. Yeah, Mackenzie. Those are my guides right there. You can check those out. So we had a little bit of a last minute play there. We're probably going to want to reorder a little bit on our board. We're going to probably want to put the Brann before the Shimmer Moths to make space for the Beetles summons. And we're probably going to put the Golden Moth back a little bit. You can find triple Macaw here to open up board space. You can find triple Titus. Even triple Brann could probably Amul here, right? Oh, Tavern spell from the tier gives you eyes if you go to 6, yeah. Start of combat, trigger death rattles. Ooh, wait, Whistle. Whistle gives him Golden Brann, Golden Titus, Golden Macaw, second Moth. That's kind of insane, yeah. Generally, targeting, like triggering the death rattles at the start of the combat is better if you already have all your cards. Oh, right, it's just second Golden Moth. Yeah, okay, never mind. And it's so cheap because it only costs 2 gold, so this is disgusting. Can we squeeze Roger's value here? I think so, yeah. Sell the 2 trash cards and then Roger it up. Roger. Checking if he gets a moth here, then he doesn't have to waste gold. So silly. What would you like to buy? I would like to buy everything. 1 everything, please. 1 everything coming right up. So he's not cheesing a few more buffs with the Greymane. That's fine. Okay, he gets the Reborn Scarab. That's really good. Might even want to Wind Fury the Macaw, but yeah, he's gonna go for it. Because it is scaling in combat with the Fellhorn. And the scaling is not insignificant. Change hero power now. I do like that. You know what? I like it a lot, actually. Now that I considered it a bit more, I think it's quite solid. It is a little weird. He may have to cycle the Fellhorn if he wants to do some Golden Brann stuff. But he can level and pop the spell and check for eyes. The thing is, like, Brann+Rylak, it's not going to do anything, huh? All right, chat. Who's ready to Beetles? Just keep a look at this thing here, right? This beetle counter thing. Dude, it's going so fast. It's Golden Brann, Golden Titus, Golden Macaw. It's basically, if he gets Golden Fellhorn, it goes twice as fast now. There's so many multipliers here. The fact that it's 2 moths, Golden Brann, Golden Titus, kind of sick, bro. This is turn 9. This is going very, very fast. Look at this guy. Pathetic. He's playing Shiny Ring Man. Shiny Ring guy really fell off in Anomaly meta. The game is just, there's too many resources. It's better to go for the higher cap comps. Oh. The panda with the Golden Brann wants to be played. I would definitely still buy it. Let's check it for eyes. Didn't get it. Hamul, I guess. Hamul! I would have a really hard time not buying that rodeo. He's thinking like, do I just buy it? Oh, he's gonna... Oh my god, the discipline here. Shut the discipline. The discipline is so high. I could never. Gets rewarded. Does he? That's not true. He gets punished. He would have enough money to buy it, open up the triple, and then play the Pana. I mean, it doesn't matter. He basically said, I do not know when I will have the board space to be able to play this Pana, so I'm not going to. So he's basically done. Other than finding Reborns. And he might just get the Reborns from this Tiger Shark. You're not really going to need another Rylak, but he could just hold one. Yeah, there's Reborn number 1. All right, Reborn number 2? No. But I guess he's free Rover Battle Cries. I mean, you could technically have a Rover for all-in. Already bank that. You need to make your Shimmer Moth the highest damage on the board so it gets copied. Right now it's copying Macaw, which kind of sucks. So maybe a spell or two you can throw on it. I mean, he's obviously in a fantastic position. He's just trying to figure out how can he make it even better. He's gonna go for the scaling here, which makes sense. Okay, so he's gonna hold another Beetle card in his hand, which means that if he wants to go all in and sell any of his scaling, he can play another card that generates Beetles. Brr. Yeah, I need a few more attack points on one of the golden Beetles. Although the Macaw is pretty likely to die. So I think in most fights, because it has Wind Fury, it's going to die, and then you're going to end up copying him off anyway. We need the 2020 spell for the Macaw. Sure, that also works. But it's pretty likely to die, right? Yeah. Not always. They could just Wind Fury into another Rylak and, you know, survive. Dude, 3K! Oh, it's actually so illegal. He was 1K last fight. This is turn 10. This is so incredibly fast, chat. Turn 10, 3,500 damage on his Beetles. Super disgusting. Kind of looking at how he's gonna improve the board. He needs to get 2 Reborns for his Shimmer Moths. That's kind of it, right? And I'm also surprised that this Brann is not being put in front of the Shimmer Moths. I wonder what the reasoning for that is. Is that just like a habit where the Brann goes in the back when you play a Rylak comp? Maybe the spell's cheaper. Doesn't really need a 6, right? Free money? Sign me up. Let's go. Hold more Beetle cards? Ooh, can take the Rylak for board space. I don't think he has enough reason to do so. Doesn't have any money that he's gaining here, right? If he can cycle. If his hand had that 2 rodeos or something, then sure. Elemental plus Conflag would be a way to buff the Shimmer Moths. Ooh, the spells have the discount here, right? That's more damage for his Moth. That's good. Purple Bounty was also a thing, I guess. Oh, he's not trying to... Wait, the arrow would have actually done it, right? So it seems like he is not worried at all about this Macaw surviving and stealing the Drekthar hero power. It's either that or he's just not aware. I don't see much point in putting arrow on the Fellhorn, so I think he's just not aware of how the hero power can backfire. Or the Macaw can backfire, I guess. Alessio, thank you very much for the Prime. Yeah, he's gonna summon that Macaw now, for instance. Maybe now he's gonna pay more attention to it. He's like, oh, that's not good. Yeah, he's comparing the stat lines. He's 4 off, which is basically the pointy arrow. Pointy arrow would make it a flip because he doesn't have any extra spell damage, right? Linda. We have 20 gold, right? We stacked overconfidence and stuff. 2 more opponents. We're at 5,000 damage Beetles right now. Turn 12. Oh, Pants is great. He can taunt and taunt. He's there. That's it. Okay. He's already there. He doesn't need it. No. He's just verifying, like, do I need to spell? No, I don't need to spell. So now he's going to put the taunt on the Shimmermoth and then Pants it. And that's an easy way to add the damage to it. We do want to sell something at some point. I wonder if that's going to be Brann. Because everything else still is pretty functional. Doesn't really need the 2020. Now that he has the buffs for the Shimmermoth. This turn we're going to sit and just enjoy our scaling. And honestly, if I was playing this on 35 HP, I could absolutely just sit until I have a reason to sell some of the scaling. Because with this board, if you get one shot, you were probably getting one, you're probably not winning anyway. So I would probably just max the scaling. And then if I am forced to move, I would sell like probably Brann to put the Reborn down and extra Beetles. Brann second. Well, not second. I think where it is right now is fine. Just in front of the Shimmermoth. Brann second can still result in losing value if somehow the Rylak isn't dead yet. If the opponent is attacking with weak units. Oh man, this is such an obnoxious amount of scaling. 6,000 damage Beetles, chat. E-Star Tiger. No match for the power of the Beetles here. Summons another one, which actually also increases scaling here. That's so dirty. It's 3 golden moths getting the value here. Alright, here come the boys. 7,000 damage. No problem. Was a habit? He moved Brann now? Yeah. I don't think there is any like super logical reason for not having Brann in front of the moths. But it's just one of those things you need to do a few times and then you're like, oh, right. Because I'm sure Beater used to do that, but then Shimmermoth hasn't really been the meta for a while, so... Oh, he's not dead. Ooh, can milk more, chat. More milkage. Rerolls. Double attack seems really bad for us. Because we're just going to give somebody some value. Oh. Yeah, the thing we're selling might be Brann, so I don't think banking Battlecries makes sense. 7.8k Beetles. Yeah, 10,000 damage Beetles is very likely here. Unless the other guy dies to Ghost. Well, actually, can we farm it in one fight? We can probably do it in one fight, yeah. Even if the other guy dies to Ghost, he's probably still going to get 10k. I'm fine not moving here. But then again, I've probably got lower standards than Beater when it comes to my endgame board. Yeah, Hero Power is pretty good. Another Reborn, just freeze and sit, yeah. I like it. Why mess with perfection here? Yet another full round of scaling. Yeah. Charming is large. We're larger. Golden Poet, yeah, but the thing is, it's buffing a Poet that has like no damage. It's just not enough. The Golden Poet should be next to the Ring Bearer here. Boring game review. My bro, he had a Rylak and a Brann on turn 3. And he made like Golden Brann, Golden Titus, Golden Double Shimmermoth on turn 9. We can't all have insane games like you. This to me was review worthy. But I get that you might play like crazier games every Tuesday. Jesus, bro. What is the bar, Chad? What is the bar that we need to cross? This is like Beater saying, are you not entertained? 9.5. Okay, so I was wrong. It wasn't 10k in one fight. That's fine. The Scenarios did us a favor by not dying to the Ghost. Let's go, baby. The big 10k is coming. Hey, Boss Fuzz, thank you for 4 months. Only 2 golden Shimmermoths on turn 9?
Disgusting. Don't disturb me for that low quality bullshit, streamer. What is this?
I mean, you could get the 2 reborns down, but again, I'm kind of fine just scaling. You understand the reaction? Yes, I am joking to a large degree, by the way, when I am saying all this. I can understand that you're like, well, but he's playing Shimmermoth and he's just sitting. But I'm also saying that there are elements to it. So some games are a nail biter until the very end where like, I don't know who's going to win. Although, you know, basically it's always the guy I'm reviewing, but you know, there's like more stuff the opponent can do. Or there's more little twists and stuff. I do understand it, right? But I should clarify on that because not everybody knows that I'm largely joking. When, you know, although I think the "Are you not entertained?" is like, you know, that's a little silly. But yeah, I mean, he has a point. I understand the point. But my counterpoint is that there are multiple ways for a game to be entertaining, right? Some games have this like insane high roll, and you just almost never see that. Like, again, when have I ever seen a Brann on turn 3 with a Rylak on the board already? That's just crazy. But then the trade-off is that it's maybe not a nail biter until the end. And in other games, they don't have that crazy start, but they have the trade-off that they are more of a nail biter until the end. There's just you know, there's trade-offs in everything, chat. Oh my god, wait, this guy is getting kind of big. It's just the 3rd golden Shimmermoth, right? Bro, if he was a little healthier, is this a problem? Would he have outscaled? Probably not. The guy is not big enough, right? Let me go back. If the pirate was a little bigger, there's also no Charmwing here, right? Ah, he's missing Charmwing. If this guy had a Charmwing, I think he could have actually been in. He could have been in trouble, yeah. Killed our scaling with the pirates. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just too low HP. If he had the, if he had been a little bit healthier, and he could have then been there. Well, again, without a, the problem here is that the minions are not value trading the Beetles. Right? The minions are not close to having, you know, more than 10,000 health on the enemy board. And if you're not value trading the Beetles, it's really tough. That's why I said you need a Charmwing. If there was a Charmwing on this board, this could have actually been a problem. All right. Cool. GG! Insane beater start.